Hello and welcome, everyone. So apparently Sea of Thieves is taking its sweet time today. I've been trying to load it for about 10 minutes. um, I'm just trying to get that worked out. Actually, you know what? I'll just mute my desktop audio and I'll just go here. We'll do this until I get it running. What is this? Dropped frames. Why is it telling me my... Oh, because it's fluctuating wildly. Oh well. So yeah. It's been a whole thing. I would love for the game to load. If it doesn't, I guess I'll just load Ark. I guess I could always edit video instead of streaming, but I don't know. If I can't get it to load soon, I'm just gonna, I guess I'll load Ark. We'll show off what I've been working on here lately. I've been doing a lot, but I also haven't been doing much. I've been getting a lot of stuff worked on, but it's all the same thing, and it's a big project. Working on a place to store dinosaurs. There it is. God, it took it a minute. Yeah, so I'm flying solo tonight. Not doing much. We're just gonna try to bang out as much of this content as I can, because all the stuff counts for double. Anything you do, turning in supplies for the good guys or completing the mission for the good guys, counts twice each time you do it. And for the Reapers, everything you do counts twice. So I'm just gonna try to run keg boats and just run the quest, try to run out the clock here, contribute my part to burning Golden Sands. I did get the sweet sales for helping, though, so that's a plus. It'd be nice if I could load it up sometime this evening. Yeah, I'm flying solo. So I've been joined lately by Chris, aka the Sea Crow. He works 7 on, 7 off, and so this week he's working, so he won't be joining us for any of the stream this week. Next week I go on call, And as far as I know, I'm going to be going on call every other week after this week. So the stream may be affected. It may not. I don't know. I'm going to do my best to not allow it to affect the stream. But, I mean, there's only so much you can do when there's no one else available to work. Our third guy left today. It's been coming for about 2 weeks. He put in a hair over 2 weeks notice, I think. Maybe like 2 weeks and 2 days. He's been, you know, a huge help, but now, I mean, it's been tough because it's just been us two and him. When we started out of the property, there were 4 people. There was the maintenance supervisor, myself doing turns, Mike doing work orders, and Cody was helping me do turns and every now and then helping Mike. Mainly because he didn't like to wear masks, and they were requiring us to wear masks to do a lot of stuff. Me and Cody would do turns, and Mike and Alex would split up and go do the work orders. Well, and then they put Alex at another property. They have her covering 3 properties, well, supervising the maintenance side of 3 properties. And then she wasn't able to help do the work orders anymore. And so then I had to do turns, and Cody had to help Mike do work orders and help me do turns. And we've been fighting with 3 people doing maintenance, even though she's still there. She just, now she has to do a bunch of work at the other 2 properties to try to get them set up, and we can't keep up. Because when she's at our properties, usually she's either walking units, making lists of stuff for us to do, and then having to do paperwork for all 3 properties. Ordering stuff, scheduling stuff, trying to get everything running the way it should be. It's just a lot to handle. It's just no matter what we do, it seems to fall apart a bit.
Hey, come over here.
Lorena, I get it.
Favor to ask.
It sounds like we're at Sanctuary Outpost. We are at Sanctuary. Good.
I need a very, very large drink. Come back when you're buying the grog. It seems shadowy figures have been skulking around the shores of Plenty. Might be worth heading over to Wanderer's Refuge to see what you can find out.
It's just been a whole thing. No Reaper's emissaries. No Order of Souls. No Gold Hoarders. No Merchant Alliance emissaries.
May I be of assistance? We'll speak again later.
been out in a while, DJ. Okay, we'll collect some supplies. We're going to roll out to Wanderer's Refuge. So far, so good. A bunch of stuff to empty. Really, some of it I don't even really need to worry about. Okay, we'll roll out. Didn't get as much stuff as I wanted. I got more stuff. That's the important part there. Basically just bananas. That's all I got, food-wise. Okay. What ship set? This is looking good so far. Let's do the grog capstan just for funsies. Okay, it's gonna go Wanderer's Refuge, the Reaper's Hideout, Twin Groves, Cannon Cove, Golden Sands, and I'm going to stop between the two. So I head due south. Relax, DJ, it's okay. want to check some stuff. It looks like it's pretty close. Ends in 11 hours. Hit 100. How long do we have left? 7 weeks. Ugh. I delayed the next season and it saddens me. Gold Rush. So it should be in the same spot. Near the highest bell at Wanderer's Refuge. Sorry if I sound low energy. It's a whole thing. But I'm excited to see what the future holds. Hopefully it holds me streaming more often. Getting back to the way things were. I've got some editing to do either later tonight or sometime tomorrow night. Let me get part of my Hard Space Shipbreaker video edited. It's been damn near a neck-and-neck race the whole time this event has been going on. I saw the Reapers were up at one point pretty early on, and then it was drawn back down to a stalemate when they announced there was just like 2 or 3 days left in the event. It was like 48% Reapers, 51% Hunter's Call. So, I mean, it has been like a dead heat the whole time. I can't tell how fart clouded up it is because of the storm there. Nope. Oof. It's bad when the get in rowboat button is the same as explode rowboat button. Stop off at Golden Sands first. Drop this bad boy off. I need to advertise what I'm doing here. The kegerator.
My father's plans near completion. Welcome. We have much to discuss.
I'm sure we do. I'm on my way. Don't worry. I'm here to help. It's northwest. I'm gonna drop this rowboat off because I can't go get another one until I drop this one off. Yeah, it still looks pretty far cloudy from here. Seen people posting pictures of it looking nice and clean. And I, for one, don't want that. Which side's the front of this thing? Yeah, it's facing the other way.
as my father commands. Greetings. Only the strong can see.
My microphone is muted. I'm tired. It's been a long day. We're down a guy. and I'm gonna start from now until I don't know when. It's gonna be like on call every other week. We're supposed to have 4 people working at our 330 unit property. We have 2 that work there full time right now. 2. You can't hear me at all? Well, oh. Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay. That was just... There's a bit of a longer delay than there should be. I mean, if you want to join in, you can. I'm just... Literally all I'm going to do is just grind this. The path of the servant over and over again. Just to try to burn Golden Sands. Hello, Logan. Thank you for re-upping your sub. Appreciate it. What is this? Okay, that's interesting. I'm just going to be doing this until 9. Yep. It'll be 2 years in August. You wouldn't be able to tell from my number of viewers. It's not entirely fair, though. It's because I was streaming full-time during the week. And then went to... for full-time during the day. And then dropped down to... part-time streaming for, what's it called? Oh, because I had to work like an actual human being. Did you see your new little icon there, Logan? I marked you as a as an artist since you made some of my emotes, and I also credited you with creating some of them, since in fact you did do that. I mean, you made the artwork. I just pumped it in the little emote maker. So I thought it was neat. I was talking with Tabitha about just the way work's going right now. My supervisor told me today that they have to change the way the stoves are put in because they're getting to be too expensive. The flat top stoves that we use, they went from $800 to like $1,250 a piece. So she's like, we can't use them anymore, they're too expensive. So I bought high backs. So ones that aren't flat, they're flat, but then they've got like the part of it that sticks up. It's like the ones I've always used, and it's got all the knobs on the top. But those are 800, so she bought a bunch of them, and what she's going to do is she's going to have one of our contractors go to apartments and pull them. And oh, there's a bunch of ocean crawlers here. Hello?
My
Smuggler, give me the thing. Give me the thing. Give me the thing. Thank you. There's baddies coming. Oh, I gotta turn. Okay, please be stuck enough that I can push you. Stuck enough I can push you. Okay, thankfully he's very slow. Anyway, they're gonna pull the flat tops out of occupied units, and then put the new high backs in those same occupied units, and then put the used flat tops in renovated apartments. I'm like, that makes no sense at all. Because we have to pay the contractors to move the old ones, and we have to pay somebody to clean them. So by the time you're done doing all that, even though they're like $400 cheaper, I mean, it's not really any cheaper. Actually, no. Forgot I have to row all the way out to Crook's Hollow. No worries. You got stuff to do, that's fine. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I will hydrate now, hold on. Wasn't much hydration because it was dark and stormy. I did. Yes. If you want me to actually hydrate, though, I have hydration liquid here. I did drink some alcohol liquid. Actually, I'm still pretty thirsty, so I'm going to do that too. Much better. Yeah, so it's just... It's been a whole thing. We're dropping down to... Mike left today, so it's just me and Cody are the only 2 full-time employees of the property. Alex and Alyssa are still there. Alyssa's still just a groundskeeper, so she doesn't know much about maintenance, so she can't really help us that much. I mean, she can do busy work, like changing out doorknobs and stuff like that, but it's not going to help us much. She said, our supervisor said that Alyssa's going to be going on call come July. But that's a whole month, and that means there's just going to be 2 people for a month. So instead of going on call once a month, I'll be going on call twice a month. And I was going on call 4 times a month and then 3 times a month. I don't even want to pick that up. Okay, I turned that in. Go blow this thing to pieces. Come on. Let's go. I have not. We have watched all of Kenobi up to... Well, we've watched the first 3 episodes. Because I think they put the new episodes out on Wednesday now. And that would be today. And I obviously have not watched the new one of that. But yeah. I have not watched the new Stranger Things. Nathan said it's good. That's what I hear. I really liked season 1. Season 2, I was like, I don't really need to see more of this. And didn't watch 3. God, the shores of plenty are so choppy today. Lots of squelching. Yeah, that's what I heard. We've been, we've really... Actually, Tabitha's watching it right now. Tabitha's been watching, like, Malcolm in the Middle. We just had that playing. We watched Kenobi. Went to see the Bob's Burgers movie. We've been trying to keep up with all of Bob's Burgers and the Great North. What else did we watch recently? Oh, Shoresy. We watched that. That's pretty good. If you like Letterkenny, Shoresy's good. It's just more of the same, but different. If you haven't watched Letterkenny, you like ridiculous stuff, Letterkenny's pretty good. We need to see. I need to see if the new episode of that is out. See, I'm watching enough stuff with Tabitha now that I'm, like, falling behind on watching my YouTube guys. I haven't watched any Needs Gaming in a while. And I was gonna do Ark today. Well, and I was reading some stuff about Netflix here lately. Nothing bad. It's just they've been canceling shows a lot lately that get like a season or 2 in, and they're like, axe it, it's not making enough money, or there's not enough people watching it, forget it, it's gone, trash it. And a lot of people are kind of like, why would I watch a new show on Netflix if they're just gonna make it go away? If it's a show that's been on for a little while, like they've had for a little bit, and they like maybe there's like a year or two between seasons coming out, you know, like Stranger Things, stuff like that. You know, those are generally pretty safe. But any shows that have been coming out like since last year, they're kind of like trash it, get it out of here. A lot of people are kind of like, why would I spend the time watching it if you're just gonna not release more of it? Right when I get invested in the show, you decide to cancel it. It's like, well, you can't really argue with people for that. I mean, not like the other streaming platforms don't have their own issues. Well, we've got Peacock just so we can watch The Office and Parks and Rec. Like, that's it. That's all we watch on there. Turn the boat because I'm going to be coming into ground pretty quick. Raise the sails a bit. I remember sitting down with Tabitha and watching all of Season 1 of Stranger Things. That was a lot of fun. I'm just rowing past the island now. That boat's gonna get too far away from me. Pineapple. Nope, got stuck on a rock. Bounced off my mermaid. Merman! Turn to servant, so we head east. I'll give him that sweet skull I found. I'm like, sup dude, here, check the skull out. It's full of skeletal knowledge and such. And by that I don't mean knowledge of the skeleton. Is that another one? That is another one. I know what you're gonna say. Play Road Company. You should play Road Company. That's the best game that ever existed. I totally haven't said anything about a new season of Road Company in your Discord, and also have not posted stuff about the, whatever it was, the tournament that was going on. Take that, you ghost. Ow. Yeah, right. Uh-huh. I'm sure that's what it was. Yeah, I know. I should. I've just been stuck playing. I cannot stop playing Hard Space Shipbreaker. And I've got an ARC server that I'm running right now. I love and I hate doing that. The only person who gets on with any regularity to play with me is Tabitha, and I love that. But all my friends are like, you should do a server. We could play together. It'd be so much fun. I'm like, you're right, it would be so much fun. Let's do it. And so I rent a server, and then nobody gets on. Because everybody's always working at different times. I need to just do some single player and go tame some of the new stuff I've added in from Lost Island. Oh, it's an emerald statue. Statue. Give me your goodies. Oh, it's so bright. It's so bright it hurts. I'm drowning. I've got the drownies. I'll try to set aside some time to play with you, Logan. I know I keep saying that, but I will try. I know the only reason you're so adamant about it is you just want people to play with. Because it's always more fun to play with people. So back towards Golden Sands. And I remember the last time we played, you were, I would say probably better than decent. My only worry is that I'm sure there's a lot sweatier people on it now. But that's no reason to not play it. The reasons to not play it include going from on-call every 4th week to on-call every other week. Basically getting no promises of... Well, getting promises of support and then nobody follows through on them, so... You know, it's hard to say. Do have to return to the servant. This will be the 3rd rowboat I've detonated here, which counts as 6 rowboats currently, so... I'm just glad you didn't take an interest in... What is it? Valorant. It's got a like an economy and that kind of stuff, but that game was sweaty. Okay. What I want to do is I want to go play Battlefield, but I also wish Battlefield wasn't a big flaming pile of turd. I've heard it's getting better, but there's only so much better it can be. my sword away. Yeah. Tell me about it. Road Company is kind of like baby's first Valorant, because I know Valorant has an economy like... It's a similar type of economy that Road Company has. You've got to do, you know, you earn money, then you buy equipment upgrades and stuff like that. And I'll be honest with you, that's part of the reason I have a little bit of an issue with Road Company. I'm just not used to that kind of system. But, you know, I didn't hate it. I enjoyed it when we played it. So, I just have to convince myself to sit down and play it again. Oh yeah, that's the way they do it for what's the game? Rainbow Six Siege in the tournaments. Each team can ban a character, and then they do like that. They do like a draft type system. That's what it's similar to. There's a Sloopy Doop. Thankfully, most everybody here just seems to be grinding stuff out and not doing this. I'm just trying to wipe Golden Sands off the face of the earth. Let's see another rowboat here, so let's go back. Probably not close enough to really see it, but... I know you will. The other thing, the other thing that irritates me is I was talking to Charlie, and Charlie got himself a gaming laptop. So he was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be more willing to play stuff. I'll be able to play some of the computer stuff with you you've been wanting to do. I was like, that sounds excellent. And then I'm lucky if he gets on Arc. Once every 4th week. But, yeah, beggars can't be choosers. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on my servers. I'm gonna have to check to see when I need to renew it. It's got everything going flat against the wind. Oh, nice. That's always good. See, I have actual regular working hours, but at the same time, they're also a pain. Okay. It's because I've got to be on call. Man, I hate on call. I mean, it's not so bad when it's like it was every 4th week. But now it's just... well, I'll be lucky if I can get some of this stuff kind of done. I don't know what that means. At this rate, I'll be lucky if I can get half of what they want me to do finished. I mean, me and Cody can go blast out a turn, assuming everything goes correctly, but I mean, sometimes you can't count on that. was a big rock over there with a ship sailing nearby. Let's talk to the servant. Wrap this up. What time is it? 8:12. Do some more grinding. Well, I mean, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Did you see? So you see the drain, that condensate drain, that we had to dig like a foot out of the ground, and all that snot came out of it. Oh my god! Like this property, I've never seen anything like this place. It's an anomaly. I swear, whoever it was that built the place, they said, okay, I'm the foreman, you're going to do what I tell you. Go here and buy every discount piece of equipment you can find. Just any windows. None of the windows are the same size. They're all different sizes. They're all close, but I mean, there's anywhere from... it's so bad. Did you like the one that had all the fog coming out of it? That was just carbon dioxide. I had a CO2 canister and a gallo gun, and I just blew the line out. I mean, I'm literally, like I said in the video, it was 5 feet to one, like 5 or 6 feet to one side, and then up 9. I was bewildered. And I've worked there for over a year, and I've never seen any of those condensation lines drain anywhere close to that well. I've never seen so much water coming out of them. Which means it's been backed up into apartments, you know, causing water issues, or the air conditioners weren't running properly, because it would hit the line, back up, and then dump out in the unit. So then it would shut everything down and it wouldn't work right. What's up, servant?
Your loyalty to the flame.
You're gonna blah 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 for a minute.
You have done well. Your assistance will not be forgotten. But our work is far from over. Continue smuggling relic caches, steal supplies, and use the soul flame ruins.
I wonder if I get credit for starting the Hunter's Path, collecting all the boxes and sailing over here and selling them to the servant. Probably not. It probably has to count as a stolen one. To have to take it from somebody. Can I just start it over from here? Do I have to go all the way to Lorena and be like, hey, Lorena?
My father's plans near completion.
Oh, good. I can't just replay it from here.
Greetings. Only the strong can see.
Well, I'm glad everybody likes all the stuff I post in the maintenance, because I don't get a lot of responses to some of the stuff. So I'm kind of like, why am I posting it in my Discord? But I mean, when I talk to everybody separately, like Nathan, I'm always like, have you seen any of this lately? He's like, no. I'm like, okay. And I'll get responses from Leopold and then Phoenix. To honor the flame. Where's my rowboat? Perfect. See, I've only recently gotten into really using it. And I'll tell you, one of the things I did... It's funny, because I did it just for my Discord. The whole reason I did this was for my Discord. I bought a subscription to Nitro, and you can gift... what's it called? You can gift a boost to a server if you're a subscriber, and I did it just so I could boost the Discord server, so I can post video from stuff at work. Because it wouldn't let me post video. Video was always too big. So I had to do that. But, you know, I saw from being on the Rogue Legends Discord, that there's a lot of different stuff you can do. Like, you can format text. It's like, what I mean by that is, you know, you can underline it and bold it and italicize it. Oh, hold on. Beagle. Got my real life dog and my video game dog making a bunch of racket. It's okay, buddy. No, it's okay, bud. But so far I like chatting in the Rogue Legends Discord, like a lot. They've got a lot of stuff. They've got a lot of people in there who really like Sea of Thieves. And it's just all discussing that, and, you know, some people talking about work and similar things. And so, like, I spent way too much time chatting in there today while I was at work. But to be fair, Cody and Mike were talking for a while, and I was like, well, I don't have much to add to this conversation because they're talking about their kids. You know, and, you know, oh, did this ever happen with your kid? Mr. Pepper's lounging with you and heard DJ bark and howl. What's up, DJ? That's from all that rain. DJ. Here you go, DJ. Have some tastiness. Ugh. I gave him some earthworms. He ate them and then threw up. Your old man syndrome. I know what you mean. My hip and my knees. Oh my god. Well, really, my left knee and my left hip have just been unbearable. I got up out of the booth at lunch today because it was Mike's last day, so we went to a Mexican restaurant nearby called Pancho Villa. And we were jammed. There were 8 of us jammed in the tiniest booth they had. I stood up. I was like, I'm so broken. All of my bones hurt. All of them. Rex Beaker. It's a sapphire mermaid gem. Try not to land the rowboat. I'm just trying to get close. It's because these creatures are here. What's up, dude?
Pledge your loyalty to
Give me the thing.
flame.
I got the cache of relics. Nope, sorry. Sorry there, clam man. Hello, quarters. I've seen some ridiculous stuff people have done on Twitter. Uh-oh. I gotta dock the rowboat and I gotta move. Stuck. I don't know if they fired a person. That's what the... Oh no, you don't. Come on. Are you kidding me? Again off my boat? Ooh, that was intense. I was like, well, nothing's gonna happen. Nope, something happened. See, if he just wanted to sink my boat, he could have just gone over. He could have checked to see if I had a Soul Flame rowboat. Because there's a keg on that. He could have just blown my ship up. It would have killed him, but he could have just gone back to his boat and... I don't know where his ship is. It's always great when you say, well, it could be this, but I don't know. Yep. The way you sleep and what you sleep on that makes a big difference. My ship might not make it. I just set it in a direction. I was like, bye, ship. I'll see you later. Well, sometimes that's the best sleep you can get. Me and Tabitha fight over the covers. Depending on what sheets we have on the bed. The current set of sheets, we're bad about, oh, somebody cannoned. Hello? Is the damn rowboat not close enough? Are you kidding me? Phantoms. Is that my ship? Maybe he doesn't see me. But I think he does, because there's a bunch of phantoms and crap over here. Pretty sure he just anchored. No, when you sleep like you're a dead person, it's the best sleep. You know? Say in the set of, and that I realized I stopped dead in my tracks because I heard that cannon shot. When the current like sheet set we have, for some reason it doesn't like to stay in place, and what ends up happening is I somehow end up with all of the comforter, and Tabitha ends up with all of the sheet. And I always like stop when because she falls asleep on the couch, and I always like pick her up and take her to bed. Or not pick her up, I'm like, hey, get up, we're going to bed. Alright, you. Take it. I'll get some gold for all this. But yeah, we end up just sleeping in the weirdest positions. Sometimes. What I do is I end up trying to adjust everything. I pull the sheets and the comforter back to where they're supposed to be. And then over the course of the next 2 days, that's it. It's just all undone. Our boat's probably going to sink. I have set it free, and it's been going for a minute. I'm sure it ran into something. I'd rather it sink and all the treasure go away than have that guy take it from me. I'm thirsty, but I need 2 hands to row this boat. I think he knew what I was up to. He was like, I'm going to try to stop this guy. Because he definitely came back and came to the island for something. Rowboat. Oh, I saw a post, or I saw an article talking about GameStop in, I think it's Nebraska, and every employee walked out. I was like, oh, the times. I remember that. I remember wanting to walk out of the GameStop and going, no, I need the job, I need the money. Otherwise I can't pay the rent. I'm glad I'm away from that, though. I don't miss retail one bit. There's just something satisfying about working maintenance. For 2 reasons. One, I get to use my hands, which is, you know, I work with my hands a lot. That's satisfying. You know, getting to build stuff and be like, look what I did. I did this. The other thing that's very satisfying is when a resident comes at you and is like, how dare you? Like, I had one resident stop us on the golf cart yesterday. And this lady was like, "Hey, I put in a work order earlier this week about my closet door falling off. When are y'all gonna come do that? When are you gonna come fix it?" I was like, well, ma'am, I'm sorry, we've been stuck doing emergency work orders. It's just been, we've just been busy. I said, I'm sorry, but we'll get to you when we get a chance. And she was like, oh, so my closet door falling off and hit me in the head isn't an emergency? I'm like, well, no, and I'm sure it didn't hit you in the head. Or you would have said something about it long before then. But I didn't say that out loud. I was like, man, we'll get to it when we can get to it. And I just drove off, and she just gave me this look that was like, how dare you? It's just great to tell her, no. Yep, my boat sank. Didn't take long. Got him all the way up here? Well, at least I just have to sail down to... If I don't have anybody joining me on Friday's stream, I'm going to do more Tall Tales. Reaper's Hideout. Boop. That's what? To the southeast? I'm going to talk to the servant again. Nope, we're going back to Golden Sands. Turned in some relic caches. Yeah. I was talking about GameStop. to our new office lady yesterday too. We were talking about the trash, and I was like, we had Republic services at the GameStop I worked at in Northport. I said, and I hated Republic services. I've got such just a beef with them over all that. They had, they ended up having to call and have a totally different company take over getting our dumpsters. Because Republic just stopped picking them up. I was like, I don't know if somebody hasn't paid the bill. I don't know what's happening. Because none of that was our responsibility. That was all facilities. And I spoke with the facilities manager, and she's like, no, everything's covered. It's the way it should be. They just didn't pick up your dumpster. And so over the course of the next 3 weeks, until somebody finally listened to me, and we got the problem sorted out. And you know, the way they do that, it's not what you think. Like, Republic doesn't come and pick up their dumpster. Apparently, there's a finite number of dumpsters, and they just belong to whoever, because Republic never came to pick up their dumpster. Somebody showed up in the middle of the night and just spray-painted the dumpster a different color and slapped a new label on it. And instead of Republic, it was whoever else it was. I was like, huh? What? And, yeah, apparently that's just what happens. But I remember my district manager was there. She was in the store. And she's like, oh, so you've been having a little issue with your trash? I was like, it's not a little issue. I was like, I have three weeks worth of trash in my back room. She's like, what do you mean 3 weeks? I was like, this has been going on for 3 weeks. I've been telling you that this is a problem. And for some reason, you've just refused to believe me. So here it is. And she walks in the back room. She's like, oh my God, you can't even get out the back door. I was like, right, because the trash was piled up chest deep to the back door. Like, my desk was covered. You couldn't get to my desk. And she's like, this is unacceptable. I was like, that's what I've been saying for 2 weeks. Somehow it was my fault. God, she hated me. That's alright, the feeling was mutual. It didn't start out that way. It's like, you just refuse to do anything nice. I remember at the Northport location, and that was when the Obama administration was in office. They passed that thing that I don't even know if it's still happening. I think it was undone. I don't know. I don't know if it was a law or if it was an executive order. It doesn't matter. What's important is what it did was it made companies pay. And on paper it sounded good, but the way the execution worked, it didn't. At least from my perspective. I don't know if it worked better for other companies, if they did it any better, but from what happened with me, I heard from a couple of people who I was like, I'm not sure I like this, because this is what's happening with me. And they're like, well, I was working 90 hours at Papa John's, and now they have to pay me a little more. You know, they have to pay me more to cover the time that I was working, instead of me just kind of, like, if you work salary, but you make under a certain amount of money, they have to pay you overtime, I think is what it did. So, in my situation, I became a manager. Like, I was running the store, so I was a manager. I wasn't, like, the true store manager. I was a temporary store manager. But store manager nonetheless, and I got paid like this. I was supposed to get paid like a store manager. I was like, okay, well, what's my pay rate? And she said, well, we'll get that sorted out, which was the first red flag. I was like, okay. We'll get that sorted out. It doesn't sound very promising, but sure thing. I get it. You're busy. You just, like, flew by to tell me that. So I get my first paycheck, and I was like, I call her. I was like, this check can't be right. She's like, well, let me check. She's like, no, it's right. I was like, what do you mean it's right? I was like, you guys said you said I was gonna be getting paid more to be the store manager. And she said, well, you are. You're getting paid overtime. I was like, no, that's not paying me more. that's paying me overtime. There's a big difference when you say I have to work 44 hours a week and the pay increase is the 4 hours of overtime I get. That's not a pay increase. That's just paying me overtime. She was having none of it, of course. At that point, I think I printed off a pay stub and I walked up to one of my employees who was graduating college and was going to work at a bank as a statistician. I was like, "You're good with numbers." He's like, "You could say that." I said, "Okay, here's my paycheck." He's like, "Huh?" I was like, "Yep, here it is." He's like, "You shouldn't be showing me this." I was like, "No. Tell me how bad it is." And he looked at me. He was like, "Oh, this isn't real, is it?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "You're running this place and you're making this much money?" I was like, "Yep." He's like, "You need to find a new job right now." He's like, "No." He's like, "I think I make as much as you do. And I haven't been here as long." And I've been there for 9 years. They just kept trying to screw me. And at first I didn't realize that's what was happening, because I didn't have enough experience in the workforce. And then they'd placate me with some stuff for a little while. And just ended up going from there. It's just always a whole thing. Especially, Logan, when they tell you they're going to pay you more because you're going to be doing a manager's job. I was like, sweet! I love this! And I was like, I hate this. Bless you, DJ. Let's see. I'm sure Pepper's around. Maybe she'll hear this. DJ? There he is. What's up, DJ? Trying to rinse you off, buddy. Oh, that's always great. Don't you love that? It's definitely the Reaper's hideout. Okay, so I blew the thing up. Wow. So all this weirdness, the way it's going, you know, you hearing a lot of stuff about people not being willing to work. I mean, and there is some truth to that, but you run into situations like that, and people are figuring out this kind of crap. So they're going, you know what? I'll go somewhere else that pays better and treats me better. I don't have to deal with this. I don't have to do this. But not enough people figured that out. Right now, I feel like I'm in the latter category that's like, I don't get better, I'll just stay here. But, you know, if I stay, I'm more likely to get moved through certifications, and I mean, and they did me right raise-wise. It's just the work is just getting to be ridiculous. you know, they're expecting us to do so much. And I mean, I think I got like a $4 or $5 raise last year, on top of getting a couple of bonus checks that were like, you guys did a great job. Here's a check. Boom. Thanks. You know, I mean, and part of that was because when they bought the property, they wanted to hold on to it for 10 years. And they expected to start making money off the property around year 7. And we were making them money 8 months in. We were churning and burning so hard and getting stuff turned. They're like, I don't care what you do, just keep doing this. So we were like, no problem. Then they started changing the way they wanted stuff done. We're like, well, I mean, if you want us to do what we were doing, just let us work. But part of that is they're not making money. They're just turning units and people aren't moving into them. And so now they're not making as much money, so they had to put a hold on a bunch of stuff and change the way it was being done. Which some is good, some is bad. The new flooring, we've got the same flooring company, but the new crew they sent in, oh, this new crew is so good. When they rip out the tile in the bathroom, some of the tile has the, like, it's like the bullnose tile, so it's got like it does the, like, the swoop motion towards the floor, and also it's rounded off at the top, and that's like baseboard for the bathroom. Well, a lot of these apartments, the previous flooring guys yanked all that out, and they never replaced it, so we had to put tall wood baseboard in there because we don't have any of those tiles, and even if we did, they wouldn't be tall enough to cover it. So, you know, it's just one thing after another, basically, causing issues. Let's see here. Let me talk to him. Now, the new group, what they do is they come in and they tear the baseboard out, that baseboard tile. They actually take thick tile and they cut it tall enough that they can make a baseboard out of it. They just, like, slap some adhesive down, they put it up there, and they grout it. Done. I was like, that looks so good! Money! And they actually come to us, they're like, hey, look, we priced the job as this much for your boss. We need to show you something. And then we walk in there, and the whole kitchen floor, the subfloor, all the plywood under the tile is rotten. So now they have to cut all of that out, and that wasn't part of the original pricing. And I was like, you know, just do what you need to. Because I know the problem we were running into is they were just ripping up the tile and went, nope, they're not paying us for that, and slapped the stuff down. That's always good, Logan. Both of those things. Working to get you the experience and resume points. Yeah, that's all. I mean, anybody's willing to do that, it's always good. Instead of getting stuck. I mean, they paid for my, I'm a certified pool operator for the state of North Carolina. The company paid for that. Alex told me she was going to get me HVAC certified. You know, and if I stick it out for that, I can be worth a lot more to both my company now, and if something changes, be worth a lot more to a different company. You know, right now that's not... Right now, a different company's kind of off the table. I want to stick it out. I like to be loyal. I mean, that's just... I like when people are loyal to me, so... I just like to extend the same courtesy. You know, and I feel like... Oh, it's because there's red lanterns up there. It's like, why is this water blood red? Because of the red lights. That's why, you goober. I have to get recertified pools if we move, but...
Father commands.
You know, no huge deal.
We shall unchain the seas.
DJ, are you upset? Don't really have much left to do now. I was looking at the little, like, grape shop pieces flapping around in there. I was trying to see if I could blast the signal flare into the Reaper's hideout, and I missed. Well, I didn't miss. I hit it. I didn't get it through the door. Is there another keg rowboat around here? If there is, I'm just going to blow my ship up with that. I shouldn't. Let me see if there's any change here in the adventure. I'm going to say no. Sea of Thieves tweeted. We're like, if it goes to a 50-50 tie, it goes to Rochambeau afterwards. It's got the Servant of the Flame and Merrick standing there, and both look like they're about to fire into rock, paper, scissors. Like, it's pretty good, guys. I like it. That's fine. I don't have much time left anyway. I'm about to just wrap it up because I don't have any time to do anything. There's a storage crate over here. No, I can sell that wood crate. All the stuff I had on my boat sank. I don't know if it sailed into a storm or hit some rocks and there was nobody there to fix it and just sank. Kidding? I sailed clear through it. Alright, well, that's going to wrap the stream up for the evening. It's right at 9 o'clock. I don't have anything else I can do, so we're ending it. I'll be live in Sea of Thieves again on Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Probably joined by Nathan. I'm not sure if joined by more than that. Definitely not by Scala, because he is working. Next week I go on call, so fun. I want to thank y'all for dropping by and checking it out. If you're new to the stream, make sure you go check out the Discord and my YouTube archive. I've got some shorts I'm going to upload here soon. But that's it. Thank y'all so much, and have a great rest of your night. Bye, everyone. I'll see you next time.